Pixel 7 Pro or the iPhone 14 Pro Max. We all know the iPhone 14 Pro Max is the big dog of video, but we have the Pixel 7 gunning for the throne, and Google's software has been getting better every year. Let's do the real world vlogging test in 3 different scenarios: daytime, indoor, and nighttime shooting. Which phone has the best camera? First, we're gonna do the daytime test. This is the front-facing camera on the Pixel and the iPhone 14. We can talk about specs all day, but which image looks better to you? In this footage, generally the iPhone tends to be more stylized and processed, whereas the Pixel has a more natural and accurate look. The iPhone tends to be brighter with more exposure. Notice the sky here is a little more blown out on the iPhone, whereas the Pixel is capturing this blue sky a little more accurately. For color, the iPhone tends to be warmer with slightly more saturation. So if you look at the skin tone, the iPhone is slightly more red here, making me look like I have a nice California tan, whereas the Android tends to be slightly more balanced, natural looking, sometimes cooler. Let's take a quick audio test. How does it sound? This is both coming from the Google Pixel 7 and coming from the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Which one sounds better to you? Which one has more background noise? Is my voice clear? Let's test out the cinematic cameras. This is the iPhone 14 Pro Max, Google Pixel 7 Pro, Sony ZV-E10 with a Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens. Are phones catching up to cinematic cameras? What do you think? Let's see how the cinematic mode reacts in the real world. How does it do on tracking my face? Does it come out of focus? Does it stay on target? Or is there any weird artifacts around me? Is there any glow around me? How does it handle a little strand sticking out? How well is the autofocus? I'm walking around on the Pixel. This is the back camera because the Pixel does not do a front-facing cinematic. I think that's going to be not good if you're a vlogger. I think that's a big ding. So less harsh lighting, a little more soft. Cinematic mode, okay. Apple, good job. All right, let's do a walking. I'm going to walk forwards. How does that look, cinematic mode? Walking through different lighting conditions. How's the stability? I'm walking and talking. How does that look? How does that look? I'm running, full clip. How is the stability? For daytime image quality, I'm going to have to give the slight edge to the iPhone, especially because of how much better the cinematic video is.
Take the next left onto Post.
With the apron. We're here in Mountain View, home of Google, bringing an iPhone into Google's turf. See what's up. Time for some hot. All right, indoor tests. Let's go. See how stable it is. Indoor test. And cinematic mode. How come the iPhone's not doing anything? In a controlled lighting environment, I'm going to have to give the edge to the Pixel 7 for its more accurate and balanced look. It's time for the nighttime test.
Straight up.
9x on the iPhone, 20x on the Google. How does the cinematic look on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, on the Google Pixel 7 Pro? How does the cinematic mode look? That's the face tracking at night on cinematic mode. Take a picture. How does that look? 1, 2, 5. How does it look? And I'm gonna do a little light jog. If you're enjoying this and want to see more video tutorials and gear reviews,
give that subscribe button a 2008 Facebook poke.
Active steady on both the Pixel and the iPhone. How smooth is it? Which one looks the best? It's kind of a dark alley. How's it handling the low light? Apple is struggling a little bit here. Speech enhancement is off, but Zoom audio is on. Speech enhancement on, Zoom audio on. How does it sound? How does it sound? I think there's going to be an advantage for the Pixel. When you're zooming out, it's kind of hard to get it all in one little scroll. You gotta have to do multiple scrolls. 5, 2, 3, and 3x. And if you scroll, it becomes this little wheel. It's very smooth.
The final verdict.
Ooh, it's so close. If you had either phone, you could document your life, travels, and tell your stories really well.
But if you put a pun to my head,
Overall, I'd go with the iPhone. Whereas the Pixel has great photos and good video, the iPhone has great photos and great video. So what video camera has looked best so far? The Google Pixel 7 Pro or the iPhone 14 Pro Max? Let me know in the comments what your favorite is and why. And if you want to see the review of my favorite travel vlogging camera that's super lightweight with the best stability, check out my review here. Just remember that gear and everything is meant to support the story. So stay creative. I'll see you next time.